This session is all about how to enhance your designs using the custom content that are being pre-built in AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset, which we are also naming them as libraries. So for sure, right? We are working with a defined set of libraries. We are working with multiple enhancements for our manufacturing industry. We are working with multiple targets that we have to adhere using our designing softwares. So how could actually AutoCAD help you is what we are going to explain in detail in this particular session. Before starting the session, I would like to give us a short introduction about myself. I'm Ajit Prabhakar, solutions specialist from Tech Data. I come up with a short experience of 12 years. Uh, from into designing, I was about 7 years into designing, post which rest 5 years was into my career of sales of handling multiple other CAD platforms. And right now with Tech Data, it's around 5 years. So that is a short intro about myself. And before starting this session, I would like to spend few seconds on the safe harbor statement. The statement that we are sharing it across are more relevant to the features that are available in the current version of AutoCAD IST 2025. I believe everyone is aware of AutoCAD Specialized Toolset. AutoCAD Specialized Toolset is a combination of seven softwares where we are right now concentrating on one of the power powerful drafting and we can say automated drafting tool, AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset. So this session we'll be looking about multiple other components. So yes, you can see the familiarity here. There are multiple familiarities. You are very much strong in AutoCAD. Yes, this is a common user interface of AutoCAD. You can find there are more similarities about the user interference and also the commands looks very much familiar, but actually it is more than that. You can find more different utilization of AutoCAD mechanical toolset here. Starting with the user interface, there are different user interface where 3D basic and 3D model is very much common, which we find in our common AutoCAD, but the structure and also the mechanical is what makes the entire utilization a different set of activity. Now we are just jumped into one of the utilization of structure, sorry, into mechanical, where we can find the common commands to create are like line, rectangle, circles are very much common, but here there are multiple other options. You can find the symmetric lines, zig lines, and much more. For rectangles, it is not just two types of rectangles. There are around 16 types of rectangles that are available for us to work with here, so that you don't have to spend time with a normal rectangle basis. Instead you have multiple other properties that you can work with. So yes, the property or the utility of creating rectangles or working with drafting might seems very much familiar by utilizing CADs here, but here in AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset, there are more than that of a common set of activities which we are doing with a libraries. So what is that we are going to work with here? We are going to work with a set of library components. For example, steel strips. There are multiple steel strips here. You can find there are different types of steel strips based on the standards, whichever we select here. So either we can select directly to the steel strips, or you can go to the content libraries here. So this content libraries are when you just click on you, it gets popped up and you can find the entire set of libraries and standards are being created based on your needs. So starting with the standardizations, there are around 13 plus standardized components that have been predefined available. So I am just going for ISO steel strips. And again, when I just click on to the steel strips, I can find there are different types of steel strips here. For example, if I'm just going for a square or rectangle hollow shapes, we can go for standard hollow shape model. I'm just selecting the part here, common parameters, which I'm going to work with. in a very much easier and very much normal manner. And when we just select the start and the end point, we will be able to select the strips based on our needs. I'm just selecting 50 cross 30 cross 2.6 thickness of a rectangle strip. When I just click on finish, I'll be able to drag them to which total extent I wish to add them here. So I'm just mentioning a common length of 30, and yes, I have created a strip here. Now, what if I say you again? I wish to create one more strip here, steel strip, but I'm going to place them in the exact midpoint of it and going to drag it across. So I can find the same set. The beauty is that when I just place them on the exact position of the center strips, you can find there is a cut section that has been created. So this is how our automatic possibility of creating your drawings are being made very, very faster, more easier here. So what if I say you where there are again, it is not only creating a common strips here or common components from your parameters, but instead I can also create multiple other datas. Say, for example, I'm just going to create a normal hole. I just proceed on creating a normal hole on the center, for example, which could be M6. So the holes have been created. It is not just the normal hole. I can also give a tapped hole for any sets of dimension. So why do we mention that? Why do we want to create this? I'll explain that in detail right now shortly. That could be M10. Yes, you can find there are two different types of holes have been created in a single strip, and now we are going to place a common or we can say a fastener into our drawing here. So to create a fastener, I'm just going to insert a fastener here. So hexagon head and flanged 16. I'm going to place it on the top type. Where is that going to be placed? I'm just placing it here. What could be the length of it? I just want 65. Yes, it has been placed. Similarly, I am just going to place one more hole where I have already been created that. M10 would be great. So you can find there are two different components that have been created, and I'm just saving this to my to my local, say for example 2025 March, and the date is 06 and the drawing is R1. I'm just saving this here. So what is so important? I'll there is a small or advanced tech that is available here. I'll also explain that. Now, since it is a 2D or we can say an advanced drafting. So what does this advanced drafting help you with? It is not only like creating a component, but also the projection without any time delay. I'm just going to create a projection of the component. I've selected that. Yes, it has been inserted. What if I say you, I have to create the insertion or the part of, we can say, projection for this particular component too. has been created. So it is as easy as that. I don't want to go and insert it. If you just remember the total length was, if you could actually remember that, I'll help you on creating the part list for the entire part. So where do you want to create the part list? We'll specify the content of creating the part list. So these are the different types of part list or the components that have been available in our drawing. When we just zoom in, we can find the hexagon hold of total length was 16 and the other M10 was 90 mm. So it is as easy as that. When you just able to click on to that, you'll be able to drag and change the total length based on your needs. So whatever length you are just mentioning, it gets updated on your drawing without any time delay. Not only to that, we are having different types of annotations that could be created. The sets of annotation that gives you the potential of creating the tolerances, or what are all the types of dimensions you do work with, the fit tolerances or the dimensional tolerances, whatever we prefer it to be created, it is all been created in a single timeline. You don't want to spend time on increasing them or changing them. What is the total dimension? What could be the output of it? If you're selecting them based on your needs, it is as easy as that. You have to just create the parameter and your total length gets created, or the dimensions gets created without any time delay. There are different types of dimension styles that could be created, starting with the baseline. When we just start with the baseline, you have to select the component and you have to start creating the baseline dimensions without any time of the components, and also creating the balloons for your entire drawings. There are different types of automatic ballooning features that are available, but here our ballooning features are being created based on the assembly or the parts that are being created. So if you are creating any bill of materials or the part list for your entire component, you can find the balloons are getting created automatically based on the part references. So if you do have, we refer to this particular point as a part references. So if you are having the part references that have been created, you can find the balloons gets automatically created without any time delay. So it is as easy as that. You don't have to spend time on creating each and every part. Simple click, it helps you to create your balloons for your assemblies. Now, when we create any set of particular parts here, yes, we are having different set of datas. We have to work with different set of datas. Now that these set of datas are no longer required to be annotated or manually created, you can find them or automatically created and saves your time to a greater extent. So by utilizing all these features, yes, our repeated content that we are doing in our drawings, or the repeated content which our designers are spending their valuable time on the creating task, or on a multiple uh, schedules, or all could be completely removed on the time saving process. Not only to that, we are also Autodesk AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset is also providing you to select an induction motor. There are different types of motors available for you to work with. For example, in terms of induction motor, you can select which type of motor is that you are going to work with. For example, if you are just selecting the normal motor position, if you do have any set of parameters, yes, it is been created. And most importantly, since the motor has been placed into your drawing, you can find the BOM gets updated without any time delay. So that is the beauty of AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset, and it saves your valuable time. Most out of it, we are having different types of calculations in terms of AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset or manufacturing designing. Calculations for a particular part, they play a major role. Why, what if I say you the calculations which we are doing normally doesn't require any time of manual process. We are helping you with a process of FEA calculation where it could be created on the part whichever you are just placing it. So whatever parts you are working with, the values which you could create them based on the material selection. There are different types of materials that are available for you to select. You can select the steel or carbon steel component, and that particular parameter gets added into the part that is being defined here. So on an overall, the node numbering or the parameter whichever we select in, that gives us a real time output for your value, redefining the entire data for your designs. So yes, this saves your valuable time of your calculations that are inbuilt or enabled for your FEAs, time spent on FEAs too. Most of all, the multiple manual process in your designs are being totally removed, and yes, it saves your multiple helps. AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset help you with working with 7 lakh library components, and most importantly, it gives you a customizable layer management system. So in our AutoCAD, normally there are different types of layers that are being created. AutoCAD is very powerful on creating the layers. AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset creates multiple layers on the process how the AutoCAD or the components that are being inserted into drawing, the layers are being automated. So here AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset plays with a vital role of layer libraries. Yes, that is also a major powerful tool for us. Bill of material which are being updated and gains over multiple associative balloons and part references that have been automatically created for your designs is been a vital potential for all the designers to increase their efficiency on designing. Power and automatic dimensioning, as I said before, the part of the dimensioning styles, there are when we work with the standards, our drawings, we prefer different types of standards of dimensioning styles. In AutoCAD, there are different types of standards available, and yes, the dimension styles also varies. So if you are working with any standard dimensioning features, if you are working with any standard parameters of dimensioning, this saves your time of on which basis of standards you are working with. Yes, this saves you a lot of your time. GD&T symbols. Even if you are working with any precise components, GD&Ts are no longer icebreaker for you. We are providing you with a library of GD&T symbols. You'll be able to position them, the methods of dimensioning, the art of adding the GD&T symbols to your drawings could be easily created using AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset. Leaders, when we say of leaders, they are very much powerful on helping our non-engineering, or we can say the fabricators or the third person who is viewing our engineering drawing to understand the entire output for your drawings in a single view. So yes, AutoCAD gives a powerful tool on aim leaders or aim notes, we can say, which helps you on a clear cut identification on what types of parameters or what types of dimensions is what we are working with. Borders and title blocks, whenever our drawings are being created, borders are more important. Yes, we can find this set of borders are saving and working with different process. Yes. For example, if we are creating a common a rectangle, or we can say holes, for example. So we are just creating a normal hole. So what types of hole is that? There are two types of differences. If we are creating uh, mm, a normal circle, and also we are also inserting a normal hole, we can say. and a blind hole. Now there are different types of holes or circles that have been involved here. So now if I say you hole charts are very, very powerful for our which is more needed in terms of designing. So we can say this is going to help us on creating the hole charts. So A1, which is a blind hole, and C1, which is a clearance or through hole, and we consider B1 as a whole here, but it is not defined as any hole type. So only the radius or the diameter has been mentioned here. We can find it is very, very understandable. Like it takes you the list of coordinates from X and Y, and definitely your entire set of drawings are very, very automated and saves your lot of time. So it does not only create the whole callouts, but actually it is also helping you to create the center marks for your holes in a single click. 2D calculations, we just saw the part of creating the 2D calculations for designing purpose in terms of FEA shaft calculations or moment of inertia are all being calculated in 2D directly. So on an overall, this is a greater study where we were able to find AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset is saving your productivity to around 55 percentage overall productivity. And there are different types of activities that could be created. The time reduction could be achieved, or preparation of your manual bill of materials could be completely removed, and it could be 68 percentage faster using the automated process of creating your bill of materials and creating your detailing, optimizing new tray clamps are also possible and available for your designing process. So, yes, these are the powerful features. The layer management, which personally I love the most, and bill of materials, automatic dimensioning, or other set of data which we are spending more of manual errors that could be completely removed on the designing turn. So this is the new enhancement of current version activity insight that saves your time, or it helps you to take you to the next level of designing where you could be able to interact with the AI tool that has been provided by Autodesk. So you can ask any questions relevant for AutoCAD. It gets connected, or it enhances by searching all the data from the uh, uh, pre-built documents that have been provided, and it helps you to provide the valuable suggestions which you could evaluate. So overall, by using mechanical tool set, and this is a smaller comparison with a common drafting tool with AutoCAD mechanical tool set, that saves your time to around more than 50%, right? So a common project that involved creating new components or optimizing new components, preparing the assembly detailing, calculations in forces and mechanisms, preparing the production drawings, preparing the product drawings or bill of materials of them, which involved around 2.5 hours for a common drafting manual process. But in AutoCAD mechanical toolset, it just took 40 minutes for completing the entire set of designing. So yes, this is definitely a mind-blowing feature that is more required in terms of designing of manufacturing or any sorts of designings that have been inbuilt. This will save a greater time. So, what is so important apart from the licenses or apart from the features that we are explaining? Autodesk is also providing you a uh, value added solution, that is the subscription part, which is the licensing method which we are having currently. So by purchasing AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset or purchasing AutoCAD Specialized Toolset, you are coming under a subscription term licenses. So you'll be having technical support from our AutoCAD or Autodesk team. If you do face any technical issues, you can directly reach out to us. We'll help you on resolving those sets of questions or queries without any time delay. And also, as a part of subscription, you are being provided with a feature of working with up to date version that is available in the market. So without any external cost, that is so important for us to consider that to happen. Next is the flexible term length. Autodesk is providing you the flexible term length of 1 year and 3 years. So whichever has been available or potentially useful for you, you can make use of them. Next is the administrative tool. Autodesk is providing you the administrative tool that helps you to access or provide grant the access for the users and remove the access for the users who are not into the project. So it helps you to save your overall time on license management, and definitely it is more important because we are right now moving to a new era where AI has been taking our helping our most of our valuable suggestions and resolving our issues on a daily basis. Here, this administrative tool actually helps you in a value proposition of resolving the drawings and resolving the queries without any external cost.